girls in our culture to have education.
She has a powerful voice, and I admire her for showing her love and concern for all the girls who has rights to be educated.
I see Malala as an individual who fights for the equality of every woman, and I admire her since she empowers each and every one of us to strive for what we truly desire in life.
Malala Yousafzai is a great woman. She's an inspiration for me because she's a brave teenager. Especially she was able to fight for her right in having her education, for female education, especially in her country, because it comprises of tough circumstances, because the government there and the people around there are so much into their so-called tradition, but she was able to stand up and fight for her right. The most important thing is I was able to learn that I should be more courageous in stepping up.
After watching that video about Malala, wow, I was so amazed. I was so inspired. The way she fought for the rights of the woman in her country, that is really brave of her. That is not an easy thing to do. Plus, she's just a child. And me, I'm a 17-year-old I'm a 17-year-old college student, and for me, that's a really difficult thing to do, and yet she did it without hesitation. She did it with complete determination. I mean, that is so inspiring, really. That's a really brave thing to do. She's just not a, she's not just a really inspiring person, but she's a hero. I mean, she fought for the rights of the women in her country. She helped a lot of people that is suffering, just like her. I mean, wow. Yeah, that is really, really good.
I started to become bothered about terrorists since I first heard about the ISIS in the news. Personally, at first, I was so scared of what I hear about them and how they attack in different parts of the world. The threats and the attacks that I read from the internet made me paranoid and scared of what might happen to every innocent person in all the nations of the world. I realized that wherever you are, whenever they attack, you will never be ready. I really do not know what are their motives for doing such cruel things to the innocent people, but there is one thing which is in my mind. This world is not that peaceful anymore. As a youth, I know we can do something to change the world. Upon seeing the video of Malala, who was the youngest recipient of the Nobel Peace Prize award in 2014, for strongly advocating the rights of women and children to education against the threats of Taliban in Pakistan, I started to think of what us, youths, can do to gain peace, safety, and equality for all the people in the globe. I admired how brave she was for facing all the things that happened to her because of the terrorists, and I admire how great her soul was. I do believe that the terrorists just don't know that they are doing wrong because of their wrong interpretations about what they believe in. Their interpretations are into the negative side of what most of us think. Maybe they do not realize that they are hurting, killing, and make lots of people suffer through their attacks. I felt sad of realizing that many people sacrifice just for them to realize that they are doing wrong. Many babies lost their parents. Many parents lost their children. Many people lost their loved ones and their family members who are innocent. Many children was not able to continue their studies and reach for their dreams because of them. Let's stop the war and let the peace and love be the center of our world.
Malala Yousafzai is a very brave woman. I like her because she fights for the rights of her education, and it's not what we would say very common in our generation. Yes, most children complain that they don't want to go to school, but look at her. She's fighting just to go to school, just to learn. And I like what you said about that one book, one teacher, one child, one pen changed the world. And I guess it sums up everything, everything that she is. Thanks.
Hi guys! In my opinion, Malala Yousafzai is an amazing person because of her uniqueness in delivering her speech, and her story was inspiring for many of us. It has given us hope to live our lives to the fullest, and she was also brave to face all the challenges and difficulties in life. She said we must stand up for our rights and should not wait for someone to do it for us. What I like about her statement is it reminds us that we shouldn't lose hope. From what I can say about her is it had great impact on me, like it helps me become more positive and a lot more grateful in my life. In addition to that, she also made a great impact on the youth and made an impact in our hearts. It was an inspiring story that made us strive harder to study more and value the importance of education. It encourages us to do what's need to be done, and through this we can change the course of history to a better life. I want also to let the world know about her life by spreading and sharing the issue to other people so that people will be more open-minded and inspired also. She said, one teacher, one book, one pen can change the world. I believe that education is the only solution and key to success in life. That is why the opportunity for me as a student of University of Santo Tomas is a great value for me and worth the price. I want to follow her footsteps also, and maybe once the world knows about her, we can lead to a brighter future by not repeating the same mistake. Thank you.
Most people know that education is a great step to success, and that Malala is a strong person who has great courage to speak out for the rights of education, especially to young female students. I could see that she is really compassionate in helping others and has a great dedication for education.